Hello and welcome to World's Finest, the Southgate Media Group's weekly DC Comics review. It's a special one where everyone's here in the same room. You know, me, Phil, and
hey guys, live from Pittsburgh, it's Lilith Hellfire and Philip, y'all!
Yeah, that is Lilith. I know you're not used to her hearing her all cheery like that, but...
And no, I'm not drunk.
Okay, as far as I know. Okay.
It was a big week. Drop that stack.
Hold on. Here it comes.
Good.
No, that was like comic books, yeah. So where should we begin?
What did you read that I didn't? Because I read Vixen, even though you didn't, so.
Okay.
So you can do...
I think that's what I read, did you hear?
That Atrocity Earth Society 2 number 20. Let's see why this book is still going.
I don't know. It was okay. I mean, teams was separated on this new Earth 2. What is this, like the third version? They come together. Plus you get some Batman, some Dick Grayson Batman. Dick, Huntress, Dick's son.
Well, the family that vigilantes together.
Yeah. Anti-Hunter.
Don't get any ideas.
Ultra-Humanite.
So why is this book relevant? Why do they keep pushing this out?
I don't know, because weren't we supposed to get like a classic version of Justice Society already?
They keep saying it's coming.
Unless that's what I'm wondering, because like they've transformed the world, though. They transformed Earth too, so I don't know if they're going to like transform all of them.
All I care about is Batwoman for Wave 2 anyway, so... And Super Sons.
See, young Jay Garrick.
That's terrible.
The art's decent. Lois Lane, Red Tornado. She's rolling her eyes, folks.
I don't know why this book is still a thing. Phil doesn't know why this book is still a thing, but he's a sucker for being a completionist, so let's hear it. What'd you give it? Let me guess. 3.25?
Nah, let's go 3.75.
Ooh, okay. The art.
Yeah, and like I said, the story was a little better.
So what is this end goal? I mean,
I don't know. Like I said, they
is this where Watchmen are gonna come in? Is this where Watchmen's Earth is gonna be, or what? Like, why is this still happening? I'm so confused.
I don't know. Unless they're gonna run this right up until whenever they decide to bring back the original Justice Society. I don't know.
All right, and he'll still be reading it.
Yeah. Do Supergirl 5.
Oh, is that a scowl or what's going on with
her
Supergirl?
face?
Yeah.
Well, she has to fight her father, Cyborg Superman, who wants to sacrifice the human race to bring back was it Argo?
Just do it already.
Well, he's trying, but Supergirl and DEO are fighting her.
Just succumb to it. I just want to see Supergirl go rogue. Just say, you know what, Dad? Good idea.
Wrong universe.
I know. I mean, I don't know. Supergirl just doesn't seem interesting. Like, we have Superman. What's the point of Supergirl?
And I mean, it's not bad, but I don't know. The art's not my...
What are they saying the point of Supergirl is in this book? That's what I want to know. Why should I be reading Supergirl?
I don't know if you're a fan of the TV show, maybe.
That's it?
Because, look, Cat Grant.
Okay. I mean, I want to like these books. I want to be reading more female-led titles, but...
Well, like I told you, I think this might be getting dropped from my list. This might be the 3.25.
Okay. Back in the bag it goes.
That's right, because some of us get physical copies. But this is better. Superwoman.
Okay.
Number 6. Look, good art. Like I told you, it reminds me of like a 90s Superman book.
So they've kept up the quality?
Yeah. And these like female Bizarro clones, you know who they're clones of?
Who?
Ultra Woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that's interesting. They really are digging deep, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a bad thing.
Mm-mm. Let me get a little history lesson on Lex and why his sister Lena.
Why does that guy look like Lobo?
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be, I think it's the Kryptonite Man.
Oh. Looks like Lobo's little brother.
But yeah, Lena hates Lex because she got some disease that paralyzed her temporarily.
Wait a minute, did they steal this from Smallville?
Maybe. But he attempted to cure her quicker and ended up permanently paralyzing her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they stole that from Smallville. Not the other way around.
Yeah, maybe.
If Granny Goodness shows up, you know what it is.
But, yeah, like I said, supposedly they killed off Earth 2 Lois, but Lana keeps seeing her. I don't know if she's...
So are, like, Lana and Lois going to be a thing, or...?
Well, I don't know if this is Lois's ghost, or if she's just, like, hallucinating her. Because supposedly Lana's powers are killing her.
Oh, again? Good.
Mm-hmm. Atomic Skull.
Okay, that's interesting. I mean, every time I see Atomic Skull, though, let's just be real. We think of Red Skull from Marvel.
Oh, so
or Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
And shout out to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They did actually do a good job with Ghost Rider. So.
Oh, yeah. The story, those effects were... I'm just like, wow.
Way to pull out that Disney money.
Probably another 3.75.
Oh, that's really good. I told you I'm waiting on the trade for that one.
Yeah. You probably didn't read Flash, right?
Nope.
Flash 14.
It's sad when you're not reading core members of the Justice League. I'm just saying. Is it any better yet?
Well, this is like the first part of a new arc. Looks like they're bringing back the Rogues.
Okay, that I can get behind.
Okay.
Like classic Rogues, or
oh yeah. Cold. I think Mirror Master, Weather Wizard.
It won't be Killer Frost. She's busy doing something. Spoiler alert, maybe.
But then, well, they left Central City. Flash says when the Speed Force storm hit, but so he's trying to track them down. But I guess they're setting a trap for him. Say Cold, Heat Wave, Weather Wizard, Golden Glider, Mirror Master.
They got Golden Glider. Now where's Cisco at?
Don't give him ideas.
I'd be down for Evil Vibe for a while.
Well, if you're getting Caitlyn Killer Frost, yeah, where's Vibe?
Being a hero, yeah. Just saying.
But
the artwork looks better than the last time that I read it.
Yeah, it looks like a lot crisper.
A lot more vivid too. That's good.
Yeah, it says probably. This one's probably 4.25.
4.25.
Yeah, should have read this one.
Nah. Twitter said I could skip it, so I skipped it.
Like I said, it's part 1, so.
Exactly. A lot can happen between now and the end of that arc.
I know you didn't read Justice League vs. Suicide Squad number 4.
Are you going all the way with that book?
There's only 2 more issues left. Might as well.
I couldn't get past the first issue. I just really couldn't do it.
The
best thing about that book is Waller, is what I'm hearing. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, she's good in this. I mean, you could tell they're trying to set up, like, Killer Frost for the Justice League of America book.
Well, her issue is next week, which is weird. It should have probably been this week then, if that's what they were doing.
Yeah, I think I got to get into, go pick up that Vixen and then pick up Killer Frost, because I think this next week's a smaller week. But this is basically, the League and the Suicide Squad have to team up to take out the original Suicide Squad.
Which was the Lobo and...
Yeah.
I just can't believe they got Aquaman in there. It's crazy.
But then Max Lord has to he's breaking into Amanda Waller's vault to pick up the secret weapon she has in there. Would you like to guess what it is? He gets it.
What is it?
Eclipso Diamond!
No! We're not making that a thing again! That was an epic fail last time. Why are we bringing this back? Ugh. Hopefully they can make it work this time around. I was unimpressed with it. What about you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Look at that lineup of bad guys. I don't know. That's the Legion of maybe some worry.
He got the League, but wait, who's missing? Who's missing?
Batman?
Yeah.
Well, duh.
I was gonna
He's
say.
too good for this crap. I'm like, I'm supposed to be surprised, or?
Oh, I wonder if that was. Yeah, is that where he's gonna get his idea? Is he gonna have to lead the Suicide Squad to take down the Justice League and be like, hey,
Well, it makes sense, especially if they're pushing Justice League Dark. That's kind of the
what would be a good what would be a good deterrent if the league went bad?
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of funny, actually. Coming out February 7th, guys. Matt Ryan is reprising his role as Constantine. Ah! The only reason why I'm even gonna watch it, just to be honest.
I mean, this one was a big punch 'em up. It was alright, but it's probably a 4.
Okay, that's not bad.
And All-Star Batman number 6.
Why are you still reading that?
I don't know. What? Look, $4.99.
Yeah, $4.99, people. Why is he still reading this?
Cardstock.
Ooh,
No,
really?
I know. But no,
$2 extra for that, really?
It's the start of a new arc. No, more like, yeah, 2.
I thought we were holding the line at $2.99. What happened? That was quick.
Has this one ever been $2.99? I don't think so.
I think the first one was. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. But it's the start of a new arc.
What's it about?
It's Batman.
Sell me, come on.
Batman trying to take down Mr. Freeze in the Arctic, but he released all these people who are
ice zombies.
They basically hit people who've been putting themselves in the cryonic suspension to, I guess, save their lives for decades. So he gets
hot death. Wait, what? What? I don't even know. Honestly, like, All-Star Batman's so random.
And plus, he's doing, of course he's doing all this for Nora, but I was like, in the New 52, didn't they retcon that where, like, they weren't married and he was just...
I was pretty sure.
But they haven't said anything about it because he's just like, he's doing this for Nora and even Batman went along with it, so... I don't know if they just tossed that out.
He's like, sure, Jan. Any excuse is better than none.
Okay, whatever.
But a 4? Did you say?
Yeah, I give it a 4.
You're such a softie. Is that it? Is that the end of the pile?
The ones you didn't read,
you pick up All-Star Batman, but you don't pick up Vixen. Like, I'm so disappointed in you.
I'm telling you, I'm going back for it.
Okay, so if you are a fan of Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, you might like this Marie. Because they basically, yeah. That's exactly who she is, mixed with a little bit of MCU Iron Man. It's weird, it's crazy, but it actually works.
Wait, there's armor involved?
Basically. I mean, I'm not that crazy about meaning she's like the most high profile, like, celebrity of the group. Like, people know who she is, things like that. She has a high profile, basically. And she's kind of snarky and too good for the group. I don't like the way her powers work. Other than that, I thought it was a pretty good book. It's a 4 for me. The artwork was really good. But hopefully they really flesh her out in the actual title.
So I should go get it.
You should go get it.
Okay.
Good art. And if, like I said, if you like Legends of Tomorrow version of Vixen 2 or Vixen 1 or however the heck that works, then you probably will really like this book.
Okay. Okay, we have to start here. I'm curious. You actually read Wonder Woman again.
Twitter demanded it, so okay.
It was the last part of year 1, so...
Yeah. So I wanted to see how that wrapped up. And I thought it wrapped up nicely. But it's like, okay, we get it. Like, I'm over the God of War thing. Let's never do that again. But I thought it was a really beautiful story. And it's just like, oh, wait, we only have 2 more weeks to actually start this new arc. And I like the way that it ended. You know what I mean? And did we really need a year 1 story? No. But the way they ended it, I'm like, okay, you justified it. Good for you.
Enough male toplessness for you?
Never enough. Like, close enough. I like that they kind of are giving Trevor that old 70s vibe of kind of helpless damsel. So, turnabout's fair play. So I like that they have kept with that trend. I'm excited to see what this book can be without that story holding it back, though. But it did feel too Wonder Woman movie-ish, like in Batman vs. Superman. You know what I mean? Did you? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, probably intentional.
Yes.
But are we doing 2 stories again? Because number 15, you get The Truth Part 1. Number 16, you get God Watch Part 1. So we're doing the 2 arcs again?
Maybe I don't know. I don't think this book benefits from 2 stories.
You're here. I tell you, it kills momentum, because I'll crack one open. I'll be like, wait, how did I get... Oh, hey, that's right.
I don't know. I want to like Wonder Woman.
Unless we're getting spoiled by the 2 books a month or something.
Yeah. I think some books didn't need it. As Wonder Woman obviously did not need it.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it a 4, though.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was generous, by the way.
Alright, how about another book you haven't been on for a while? Titans number 7.
Ugh. Like, I want to like this book. It was interesting, but like, everybody feels a little out of character to me. Like, I mean, they hyped it, but then they squandered it with like half of basically exposition or whatever the heck you want to call it. And then it's like, oh, we got a new Titan Tower in New York City. I'm just like, okay.
They decided to do all this just because they heard Kadabra say Manhattan. Unless Wally just told him to put it there, because, I mean, Wally would have memories.
It was really simple, too. Like, the story was simple. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that's good, but I don't know.
Well, it was basically a one-shot bridging last arc and the next one.
And Abracadabra, now I'm convinced that Wells on Flash is Abracadabra now. I'm down with it. They keep bringing them up certain places. I'm just like, ugh. Everything has to lead back to somewhere.
So, what did you think of Superman and Wally?
They're supposed to be pre-New 52, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I mean, I got some of it, but not all of it. Like, they still feel like dolts to me.
And nobody still remembers Wally's kids?
It's just confusing. I just need a little... I'm gonna pull a Charlie Astor. I just need a little box in the beginning. I gotta know where I'm at. You are here in the multiverse. Okay? It's just too confusing. Everything's loose and in flux. And that kind of did stop me from enjoying it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it's a solid story, and anything that's not New 52 is an improvement.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give this a 4, too.
Okay, 4.25. Did you like the Roy and Donna stuff?
No.
Oh.
That worked for me. Like, I don't know. Like, give it more time, but right now it doesn't work for me.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to, like, see Cheshire come around the corner and smack Donna now. Like, I need that in my life.
Oh, jeez. Alright.
You said you dropped Suicide Squad, right?
Yes.
Okay. Red Hood and the Outlaws?
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
My pick of the week.
You too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another good, consistent book.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how Scott does it. I don't know where he finds the time. But I'm usually not a fan of Black Mask, but the way that they've been playing around with him and this dynamic of the Dark Trinity, I like it.
Mm-hmm. And
it's setting up you can see the little beats that they're setting up for future storylines, and I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like they were trying to tie in that Winnick run too. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was a great first arc. I think once this comes out in trade, people are gonna be like really down for this Red Hood and the Outlaws version. This version of it.
This is probably my favorite Jason Todd.
Definitely, they really retooled it a lot because he was a lot to look like. The way that they brought him back with the Superboy, it annoyed me to no end. Mm-hmm. So it's just like they're trying to kind of gloss over that and really kind of build this character up, and I like it. And
Bizarro works. I didn't think he would, but in the story, he works.
I know everybody thinks, no way could it work. It works.
Mm-hmm. Is it a 5?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Although Bruce needs to go kick rocks. Like, I'm so sick of Bruce. Just get out of here.
I don't know if he just suffers from that syndrome, to make, Dick and now Jason look better. You have to make Bruce look like a total jerk.
Well, he's always been the jerk, but it hasn't. You could see where the love was coming from, and now you can't see where the love is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And that's annoying because, I mean, yeah, he lets these kids fight crime, but,
mm-hmm.
It worked for him.
And now it's like, before he was like a father figure, now it's almost like your jerk brother because Bruce doesn't age, but meanwhile, Nightwing, Red Hood, they're all aging up.
Maybe he's secretly been sucking their life force and it's another story somewhere. Who knows? Comic books, man.
Yeah. Want to do Action Comics?
Yep. So close.
971.
I just want to tell you guys, after the 1000th issue, I'm out on Action Comics unless it's really, really good. Like, it has to be super juicy for me to continue. That's all I'm saying. Because this has been... It hasn't been ho-hum. It's been better than what we had, but it's missing something that I can't put my finger on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just over the Superman Lex Luthor. I know I say it every time, but I'm just over it.
Do you think...
And he's not going to become judge, jury, and executioner. We know that if he did, then I'd have a really huge problem.
Yeah.
So it's just like, don't toy with that. That's why we hated Batman versus Superman. Just saying. You took some really great liberties, and in the comic books, you just shouldn't do those things.
You think the thing that's missing is Superman being Clark Kent instead of this separate Clark Kent?
I mean, they're feasibly, there's a good way to do both, right? They just haven't found it yet. I think they dug themselves a hole and they can't get out of it.
Yeah.
That's just at the bottom line end of the day.
Well, they announced today they're doing something. They're giving him a new costume in that. What's that storyline coming up? The big Superman, the one where it's Superman in action or crossing over.
I roll inside. Insert here.
What is it? April or something? They're doing that. But yeah, they're doing something to the costume, and that whole thing where in Rebirth where Mr. Oz told him, you're not what you think you are. I guess we're gonna get the answer to that.
Make me care about Superman. In Action Comics, I just don't. Mm-hmm. I'm just counting down, 100 bottles of beer on the wall at this point. Less than that now, so it's a shame.
Ball's dropping, people.
Let's talk about something that is good, though.
Oh, wait. What do you give Action Comics?
3.75. Don't throw tomatoes.
Give it a 4.
Oh, we're not too far.
Hal Jordan, number 12?
Okay. It's a consistently good book. Mm-hmm. But something was lacking this issue.
Oh, really? Because they all got reunited.
Yeah, and I think that's where they lost the magic for me. Mm-hmm. Eventually it had to happen, but I don't know, I was enjoying the dynamic. And this new dynamic, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to like it.
Well, what? The dynamic where the green and yellow lantern cores are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm just like...
Well, I think everyone else was like, yeah,
Can we have purple instead, or...
Oh, jeez, this is going to be another,
Blue.
Hal. Is Hal and John going to get in a fist fight or something?
I wouldn't mind it.
Rip their shirts off.
Pull a Star Trek. It was a satisfying conclusion. Mm-hmm. The art was amazing. I'd say 4.5.
Yeah. Deathstroke. 10.
Okay.
It's.
Where are we going with this? I'm confused about Deathstroke now.
I don't know. Is this like an excuse to give us like a year one type of flashbacks?
I guess.
Cause I'm like jumping around. I'm like, wait, where are we at?
Yeah. Okay. So I wasn't the only one.
Yeah. No. And I guess instead of like the perfect soldier, now when they do his flashbacks, he was like, what?
This feels like Project X, Weapon X, almost, and I'm not here for that because I'm over Wolverine. So I don't really care about Slade's family. There, I said it. Mm-hmm. I don't care what makes them tick. You know what I mean? Like I don't care. I'm here for Deathstroke and Deathstroke only. So let's just pass all that.
I mean, except for the flashbacks, he's been locked up for the last 2 issues.
Exactly. I mean, he was 17 when I don't know. I don't care what made him a hardened assassin. I just like the fact that he is. I don't think it needs explanation. I think you demystify the character when you do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes a chaotic neutral is just perfectly fine.
Too many details. It's like, yeah, he was a soldier, he went through this thing, pow.
Yeah, but they gotta put ink on the page.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And who's that? The Red Panther?
Is that?
That
looks like Black Panther's costume. Looks like his costume got a little bit of a bleach job. I mean, first we got freaking Ghost Rider, now we got Black Panther.
I was gonna say,
who's writing this? Wendy Scimitar is the greatest DC character. Merkel, like, what is going on?
DC's like, oh, you created Deadpool out of Deathstroke. Well, we're gonna create.
Exactly.
So, what did you think?
I'll give this one a 4.
Yeah, same.
I just have to say that Priest is a master at the long game, so you can't just have a knee-jerk reaction with him. It's going to be a twist, and it might be a rub, too. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one.
That's the way I read a lot of these anymore. It's just like, yeah, they're writing for the trades.
Yeah. Oh, I did, read something that you probably didn't read. And it was cute. It was Justice League versus Power Rangers, #1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. This was like, I don't know, the personalities match up kind of perfectly. It was fun. It was a good Justice League version of Justice League, which we haven't had in a while as far as I'm concerned. But it's silly fun, too, which is something that I think our comics have been lacking for quite a while. So that's why I picked it up. It was just a fun, goofy read. I ended up liking it, though. Because I read the other Power Ranger book by Boom, so I like it. If you need something fun and amusing and not so dreary, I suggest pick it up. It's like a 4 for me.
Okay, so not so serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that I'm going to pick up the rest of them. #1 was good, but I'm not investing my time in that. And it was a $3.99 book.
Oh yeah, it's a crossover.
Yeah, I was going to say, because it's a crossover.
2 companies got to get paid.
I mean, yeah, and Boom is an indie, so.
Yeah. So we do detective?
Do we have to?
Oh, you had a problem with it.
I'm kind of over Batman. Like, we don't need him anymore. Can he just be like the creep in the corner now? Like, can it be like Birds of Prey where he's just kind of watching over his Bat family and we don't need all these books dedicated to him?
You're in a Batman Beyond Bruce already?
Yeah. Just saying.
Well, I wonder, I mean, this is kind of like...
It feels like what they're almost setting it up for at this point.
What is it, like a prologue, I guess, to Batwoman, her book? I wonder if she's going to be in Gotham or if she's going to leave Gotham.
I think she's going to have to leave Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not here for setup. I can read that in our own damn book. I mean, people are excited for that book, so I feel like they're trying to, you know what I mean, like, shortchange it a little bit. It's like, just trust in the product. Don't club people over the head with it. I mean, it's still a good story, but it's just, I just felt like they were trying to club us over the head with it. And I don't like that feeling.
Is it just me, or they got to throw, like, weird stuff into, like, a Batwoman story, like monsters, or...
Well, she has a kind of creepy gothic vibe, sophisticated suspense, if you will, thing about her.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why. I mean, just from how she's always been drawn outside of maybe Bombshells, it just seems like that's the aesthetic they've always been kind of aiming for.
Yeah, I guess. I'm like, I don't think we've ever gotten a story where she fights, like, regular criminals, or...
I think we might see that in her book.
Maybe.
But, I don't know. Either way. Is she going to be working with... I love how they titled it Batwoman Begins, by the way. It's just a 2-parter, though. Because she's getting the heck out.
Oh, yeah. I think her book, was it next month the book comes out?
Yep, it's next month. Monster Town. Get ready for it. I was like, this is Halloween Town. Oh, wait. This is Monster Town.
And who's this guy? The new Prometheus?
You better shut your mouth. We don't need no more Prometheus sneaking up.
He's overriding their systems and, you know...
Maybe it's secretly Diggle.
I take you all down by myself.
Ugh, I never liked any version of Prometheus, to be honest. What about you?
I don't know. It's all right. I mean, I know what they were trying to do. They're trying to create, like, an evil Batman. Yeah,
they've been digging deep, and some of the stuff has been hit and miss for me, so it better not be Prometheus.
So, I'd say it was probably a 4.25 for me.
3.75. That's the furthest apart we've been for a while. Is that it?
That's everything I had.
Sweet. I I dropped Gotham Academy second semester. I just don't have time for it. It's not that it's not a good book, but I was disappointed, so I'm going to come back in a couple of weeks. So, you disappoint me once, I got to cut you off for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, the trades we had were Aquaman Volume 1, The Drowning. If you're an Aquaman completionist, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Batman Volume 1, I Am Gotham. You can skip that. And Injustice Year 2 complete paperback. If you're reading it, you probably don't need it. Just my personal opinion. And as always, if you're reading stuff that we are not, please send in your reviews. And is Charlie doing new Superman number 7? Or
I think so. So yeah, stay tuned for a Charlie Esser Marvelous review. I think Lilith will join us for this one this week.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe I'll just go take a nap right here.
Oh my.
So yeah, shameless plugs.
Yeah, well, if you want to tell us how much you enjoyed a cheery little hellfire, you can email us worldsfinestpod@gmail.com, Facebook, facebook.com/worldsfinestpodcast, and facebook.com/channel52podcast. Twitter is @worldsfinestpod and @channel52pod, and Instagram worldsfinestpod. And Miss Sunshine?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter @LilithHellfire, or the actual account that needs the follows @AdventuresInFG. You can find @AdventuresInFG on literally any social media that of your choosing. You can also check out my website, Adventures in Fangirling. Leave a comment, leave an email for some suggestions for stuff for me to review, and I might just do it. What about you, Philip?
Well, as always, people can get a hold of me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com. On Twitter, I'm @nightwingpdp. And you know what? If you like the team of me and Lilith Hellfire, stay tuned, because on the Nuff Said podcast, we're coming out with Wade's World, the Deadpool podcast. So follow us on Twitter. Follow us right now. Go follow @Wade's World Pod and stay up to date. Get in on the ground floor.
Nice.
All right. And without further ado, let's get to a Charlie Esser review. I believe it's New Superman, so let's go.
Number 7. Still holding the line at $2.99, which is good, because they're not doing anything crazy with their digital books yet.
Oh, it's not the Marvel.
Yeah, man. Those guys. It's all a conspiracy. We'll get to that in super connectivity. One of my favorite characters in the DC universe, which is August General in Iron, who is a character who I read in like the last GLA book I used to read, which was like the GLA International when they moved back to Detroit. It was really cool. And he was the Chinese member of the JLA. And still no origin for this guy. So we don't know if he's like an Iron Man, if he is a man who's been turned into iron. I've looked it up. As far as I know, there's not been an origin of August General in Iron yet. But here he is. He is the leader of the Chinese Super Friends. The Great 10. And he is not too happy about the new Chinese Justice League. And he is threatening some bureaucrat who says, we were told to bring the detainees to the crab shell. Why is this the first the Great 10 has heard of such a facility? The crab shell is essentially China's Belle Reve, or the Vault for you Marvel guys out there. It's their super villain prison. And he says, I assure you, General, we intend to no disrespect. We simply broadening our approach to meta crime. He says, on whose authority? And then shadowy figure says, your temper is quite unbecoming, August General in Iron, as is your witch hunt against the Ministry of Self-Reliance. In both cases, I would advise you to exercise some self-control. Says, who are you? Says, who am I? Without me, General, there would be no you. And this is where we get into our big opening for the JLA, who is the JLA of China, who has just they saved an airliner and all of the people aboard. They're all recognized as heroes. And we have, of course, Lex Luthor introducing them. Which is interesting because, of course, he's saying my Mandarin is not the best. Meanwhile, it looks pretty good, but, which makes me wonder about who our shadowy figure is. And Lex Luthor is here. Makes me wonder, is the shadowy figure Luthor himself? Has Luthor been investing in Chinese superhumans?
Probably.
That's a question. It's a pretty valid question. Who I don't think it's Dr. Omen that is given August General what for, because that's too obvious. Okay, we're moving into this. Everyone's all excited because it's the Lunar New Year, which is really early because Lunar New Year isn't until February. So I don't know why everyone's all excited now in January about Lunar New Year. I don't think Lunar until February this year. It usually isn't. I know it's always after my birthday, which is January 20th, which is why I'm actually Year of the Tiger, not Year of the Dragon. I'm sorry, no, why I'm actually Year of the Ox, not Year of the Year of the Tiger, because which was Year of the Ox. Year after, so you'll usually see 1974 as Year of the Tiger on your Chinese menu. From which I get all of my, astrological advice. I'm actually Year of the Ox, which is the year before. Anyway, so Superman's like, come on, we gotta find out who ordered the death of my mom, and everyone's like, dude, it's Lunar New Year. We gotta go see our families. This is like the big holiday. Because if you didn't know, we are Chinese, so that's a thing with us. And Baxi, who is our Chinese Batman, decides to take our Chinese Wonder Woman, who we do find out a little bit of a backstory, which is that she's been frozen in ice for 2,000 years, which is fascinating. Which immediately had me thinking that maybe she's supposed to be Mulan, but then we find, but she actually does give her actual name, so I'm guessing she's not Mulan, because that would be funny for DC to actually make one of their characters be Mulan, just because they could, because she is a public figure. And Mulan is officially a Disney princess. It's like, oh, DC. Anyway, they show up at the Academy of the Bat, which I don't know if it has any relationship to Wayne Enterprises. Because I know Batman was training a bunch of Batmen around the world at one point, although that might have been 2 universes ago. But they show up at the Academy of the Bat. We find out that, Baxi, who they're drawing distinctly fatter this issue. Perhaps to emphasize the fact that everyone sees him as a big fat guy. We see his little sister who wants to be the Chinese Robin, but they've not approved that yet. And we see that basically you have the green level and the gold level of all these people who are training to be Batman, but Baxi was the one who won. We then have Superman going to his Tai Chi instructor, who is actually, I think her name was Pepe's Tai Chi instructor, who, he's a blind Asian guy, so he has magic powers.
Got his passion on that Doctor Strange.
Well, I'm just saying that's what they got here. If you're gonna learn karate, it's gonna be from a blind Asian guy. That's what. Well, actually, no. Now I guess a blind white guy. And who knows? The way they draw these people, who knows what everyone's ethnicity is anymore? Because they do westernize a lot of the ethnicities in the comic books. I don't know. Sometimes I feel that. Makes the whitewashing that much easier later in the series. Anyway, apparently we found out there's also Lantern Academy in China where they have created solid light constructs. Because then after Kenan has been basically humiliated by the instructor, who's like, I'm sorry, am I supposed to know who you are? I don't know. We go to the big battle in the Gotham arena where they make a little Gotham City because I don't know. There's a weird statement in here about, appealing to the Western audience, I guess. Where the evil Academy member and Baxi are going to do their battle. We see during the battle that and so we cut between the battle and the instruction. We see. So you do cut back and forth, I'm sorry, and that's where the real kind of like, I'm not going to teach you because you're kind of full of hubris kind of thing goes with the blind teacher. Then back at the Academy, Wonder Woman, who we're not sure if she's got a thing for Batman or not. It's kind of weird with Wonder Woman. We don't know if she's got a thing for Batman, she got a thing for Superman, or maybe she got a thing for neither one of them, but they're both kind of like after her because they're dudes and don't know that, sometimes women can be friendly and not want to go further than that, Anyway, so Wonder Woman realizes that there's something wrong with the battle, that someone is manipulating the hard-like construct. She meets this character with bunny ears and a skull face who then laughs and says, just in time for the punchline. So I guess this is our Joker of China. Because if you have a Batman, a Superman, and a Wonder Woman, you really need to have a Joker of China. So she's about to do battle with the Joker. Wonder Woman with Joker versus Joker. So obviously that's gonna, go quickly. And Stick. I'm sorry, the blind Chinese teacher, Mr. I Ching, because we we decided not to. Work too hard on his name. Sounds
familiar.
Yeah. It's I Ching is a Chinese divination tool for those who don't know, and There's some mixed metaphors in here. He basically tells Superman that if he can get one punch on him, if he can get one count on him, touch on him, he'll teach him. But if he gets eight taps in that period, then Superman has to leave and never come back. And he's already, he jumps on top of his head and then he hits him with a stick and then he goes two. And so, we know that Keenan probably isn't going to get all the taps unless the Master lets him do it. A great book as always. I love this. I'm loving the Bat Academy of China. I have no idea where they're going with that. I have no idea who's funding all of this stuff unless it's just like China decided we're going to have an army of superhumans. Because I guess you think about it, you do have a real superhuman gap between China and the United States. And if you are a country, when you think about it, like in comic book worlds, atom bombs are kind of obsolete, One country has a Superman, what are you going to do? My one real annoying feeling about this is we're starting this new arc here with New Superman. But we just saw New Superman last week in Superman where he's getting captured by the evil people. And it's like, well, why don't we have our immediate tie-in to that here? Mm-hmm. So there's somebody in the scheduling department who's kind of off their mark here, because
DC.
Well, I was thinking, well, okay, because you open up in that one and he's like flying, he's got all his powers. You're thinking, oh, okay, so by the end of this issue. That's going to be where we saw Keenan in the last one. So we'll have this nice filler issue. We're going to have a little quick arc, and then we're going to have him be captured, and that's where we start off next issue. And the next issue will be the tie-in where he's captured and he breaks free, and then he has to fight with the other Superman. Yada yada yada. Nope, we're going to do a whole other story. Don't worry about continuity between storylines, because
welcome to Rebirth.
Yeah. But it was a good book on its own. Aside from that, it was a very good book, really fun. I liked the backstories we're getting. I liked it was well paced. unlike some Marvel books that might get cut soon, they're getting to the point and they're doing well there, and I like that. And so, not thumbs up. We have to do a count on this. We're going to call this 3 3/4 Robins of China, who don't exist yet, out of 5. How's that?
Sounds good. All right, we already did the social media for the show and everything. So, Charlie, where can people find you?
Well, you can always reach out to me at the emails, the way kids used to do back in my day, at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, at gmail.com. And, of course, follow me on the Twitters. I live tweet Legends of Tomorrow for the podcast of tomorrow with Zachary Hare, Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, I believe, at Charlie Esser. That's CharlieEsser. Look for the 2 E's in the middle for quality.
All right. So thank you again for another marvelous review, Charlie. And everyone come back next week. Who knows? Perhaps the professor will teach you yet another foreign language. Good night.